Through the good responses, we got further forward to understand the individual volunteers in our group, the stories behind them, and we got the energy from them. Today, we are going to share the story of Dr. Chen Junzhi. She did lots of things that we admire him so much. Today, the poster was written by the Kaohsiung group. And you know what? They are going to do a competition very soon. So they are going to have a free contest performance in Kaohsiung. So we should all went to support them. And the kids in the chorus group, they are really amazing children. Because of Dr. Chen, now we are going to share a video to introduce Dr. Chen Junzhi, his story. After Typhoon Morak, although we already make the physical infrastructure remained, but the mental part, we still need to go further to remain it. A dentist found the plant, went into the mountain to teach the Aboriginal children singing. I'm thinking about I couldn't bear to see those beautiful ancient tunes to disappear from this world. To uphold the traditional culture, he moved his clinic up to the remote mountain area, and he rents a building to use it as a study center to encourage them to go pursue higher education. When I see the teacher, I really feel like learning. What I try to do is make our students to have the motivation to learn more. He taught countless golden medal competition to shine in the world competition stage. And what we say is that if there is something you want people to see, you don't want to give it up, You just try your best to make everyone seeing what you are doing. For 15 years, Dr. Chen keep doing his dedication in the rural area. And Dr. Chen said that the children actually gave me a lot of feedback and support me to go through all of these difficulties. Now let's go back to the main course. Now, join me to invite Dr. Chen Junzhi. Everyone, you know, he prepared for his own music. And he create his soft music for us. Do you know, whatever he say, we will feel so touched. Every time when he speak, he touch our hearts with his voice, even without any music. The best teacher is not what you taught, it's what you do to change students' life. She and he move up to the rural area and to make their own brand through their own way. And we invite Dr. Chen to speak his story right now. See? She randomly played the music while he is speaking. Thank you for our auditory team to play Dr. Chen's music. So you may start now, Dr. Chen. Every time I came here, when I see Teacher Mei Yun, I feel there's positive energy from her. Last time we're here, we dance vibrantly. But today, I have only 30 minutes to share my story. Today is the very first day of our summer vacation. While I was here, and you know what? Who is over there to lead their daily practice? Actually, it's the older alumni there to instruct them. So the older alumni, they are now practice over there to practice the song right now. I will feel sorry for there are so many people already heard the songs. I remember that you are so warm and welcome. So I'm really grateful for your support. Last time, I will be attend another world choral competition. I hope everything will go smoothly. And please support us to purchase the tickets and to see our performance. Now, the last time I talked about a story is 15 years ago, but now it's 20 years ago. And the volunteer sister who invited me, and she said that why you're here because I didn't find you down there, and because I'm quite familiar with this place, so I went up by myself. The environment and the settings are familiar to me. And as you know that I'm a dentist and you are all terrified about seeing a dentist, right? The clinics in Kaohsiung, I only cure patients with physical or mental disability. And those groups are what the doctors try to avoid to cure because it's hard to treat them. And in the very first beginning, we went to Africa, to Malawi, to do an international humanitarian mission. And you can see that the malaria and TB and AIDS is quite severe over there. And you know, they brush their teeth over there. Guess how they use to brush their teeth? How about you, brothers? It's not use leaves, not use hands. Oh, so it's use leaves to bite them firstly, and then to use those leaves to brush their teeth. See, this is their very first time to use toothbrush. So you can see how weird their gesture is. And there is no dentist over there. And you can see what touches the most is our flag. Our national flag can be held up there proudly. That's what we feel so proud about. And you know, when we went out to have our refreshment, you can see there's rose-filled mice. Oh my goodness. No one can give it a taste. And they told them they are delicious, but we are there to do it. The sister asked me where I came from, and I told her I came from the rural area, rural mountain area, and I promised her a year ago. And you can see that after the Typhoon Morak, the severe floods and earthquake almost destroy everything. Because of those two major catastrophes, I walk into the area and the person who introduced me to the Liu Gui Senior High School, he told me that what we need is not only the physical infrastructure, but also the mental curing. And at the very first time, I had them to sing. And I think it's quite, not okay for this chorus. But when I encountered them at the very first time, it's almost time that we went on a competition. Then my relatives said that, how about we just sing it, and then I just have them to perform. And my relatives say, wow, they are doing a great job. So let's go to that competition right now. And I stood there stunnedly singing, well, what's the situation now? Because their um, situation is actually not good. But actually, we still went to that competition. And you can see they wear different types of shoes. So you can see that it's hard to compare the children, them and the children right now. And you can see the girl there. She called me dad. And she always, because of her physical setback, birthmark, so she feel kind of unconfident about her outlook. I think her change is magnificent. Since we went to all kinds of places around, and she gradually changed a lot. And it's really amazing that we win the first place. And I'm thinking about what happened right now. Why this kind of voice can win the very the first place? And the judges say that because your singing has a rich, earthy flavor. So I'm thinking about the term earthy flavor. So from then on, I start to have them walk their own path and sing their own song. to bring their traditional, their own ancient tunes to make the world understand their traditional culture.
I heard that you need to sing good. If you don't sing well, you have to join the mountain area group. And when when they sing, some of them they was barefoot and their outfits were not very sophisticated, but they they can express themselves their own culture so that other people get to know them and they wouldn't make fun of them anymore. I also take them to do these children after they grow up and they went out for school or with their career, they come back to the mountain area, their hometown, to do the social services for their own township. And our president, Lai Ching-te, has told us that he expects all the elderly need to have at least 20 teeth in their mouths. The teeth are very important for us. So I take us the children to do the social service in their hometown, and I also take them to the hospital to do the service. And so we were in a nursing home. A lot of patients today have Alzheimer's disease. And after our service, interact with those elderly residents with Alzheimer's, we saw the tears in their eyes. And we can these interaction among people, they could warm up our hearts, and it would last for a long time. And we have a performance all over the place. And this is in the culture center in Kaohsiung, and we were very nervous. And there are 200 seats, and there are 200 seats, and we every seat is every ticket is $100, and we donate all the proceeds from the performance in culture center to the Kaohsiung explosion tragedies. And we also have performance in Weiwu in National Musical and Theater. And these children, they were in Weiwu in. They wrote a play, and they play on the stage to play their own story for the past 15 years in the mountain area. I know some of you attend this our performance in Weiwu Yin. I know you sit in there in that area because you cheer up for us loudly. And I am just like a teacher Mei Yun, because we are so creative. We love to give people surprise. The first time I take them overseas, I want to take them overseas. All the parents think that it's impossible, because we don't have any funding. And at that time, it was after Typhoon Maraka, and they were poor, and we are so poor. And how can we afford the expenses to travel overseas? And do you know how they made money to go to pay for the travel expenses? They They work in the beverage store, and also some of them they play video games to win money. And this is how this is school. How can they afford? Oh, they have a female choir, and also and they have their own orchestra, uh, musical organization. And you see these an elderly granny, and the granny handed me money and asked the money asked me to give the children buy shoes for shoes for these children. And because the granny saw us on stage with barefoot, I told the granny, I explained to the granny, these are barefoot as the traditional culture for the indigenous tribes residents. So that's why it's not because that we don't have shoes. It's because that make them feel more nature. They were so happy when they travel overseas. We travel 8 9 hours one way, and I thought they would feel exhausted. No, actually, they were very excited and energetic. And we went to Japan, and we went to US for performance in prior performance. We can never expect what would happen in the future. Our first competition, the judge comment about our performance. The judge say our singing was the sense of grass, and that was the comment first time in our competition from the judge. And we could never expect that now we could step on the international stage. And on the mountain area, I started gradually adopting more and more school, elementary school. And nowadays, I led 12 school to join our chorus. Before I took over to South Africa, I got an email that we could not show our national flag, and before we took off, they say we cannot show our national flag, but we already have our uniform. The uniform shows our national flag, so we have to use a knife to cut off the flag. And the children wondered, and they didn't know why we use a knife to cut down the flag. And the children asked me why we have to use a knife to cut it down. We can use the tape, scotch tape, to tape it up. And nowadays we went to Korea, and we are going to the Switzerland and Sweden, and they also told us that we are not allowed to show our Taiwan flag. We could only use the flag for the concert. and they announce the price from the last price to the first price. And they warned us that we could not show our national flag. Otherwise, we will be escorted out from the stage. We were so happy. We were cheering up. We fell down because we could not show our national flag. And we show our Bunan indigenous tribes, our very traditional and very famous 8-part polyphony, 8-part chorus performance. Jiaxian Township is the place where the elementary school in Jiaxian Township, they become very famous because of their tug of the tug of the wind, tug of the river, and the children, they went back to their tribes, the township, and they were welcome. They were welcomed by all the residents. All the cars came out and to welcome. They came back to their hometown, and we went to the UK, and we have the concert, a festival, also in Baolai. And half the time, they are the performance of our children, and half of the time are the singer, professional art singing artist. And I also ask my students' parents who are selling vegetable. I also ask the parents to sell vegetable in the by the performance stage. This is the 7 years with this musical festival in Baolai, and we also went to U.S. in New York. In New York, we were there, and these Junzhi volunteer also give us a warm welcome, and they also took us to a culture center, and in the cultural center there's an exhibition, and also all the proceeds would donated to for the refugees of the World War II. And we went to the office to eat their vegetarian food. Is so delicious. We use English to interchange our culture with the students over there. And it's 2024. We have a competition, and last year we went to the Tokyo. Did you see our flag? The first day. This looks like this. We have flag. On the third day, we will notice that our flag will be taken down. And they say we filled out the application form at first. We say we register as a Taiwan chorus, and they say they change our name as Chinese Taipei, and they are taking down our flag. So I told them I cannot accept. Our flag is down, no flag. So they have our flag. They take down the flag. And so I told them, if you want to take down Taiwanese flag, please take down all the flag from every country. So Kaohsiung is the from Pingpu tribe. There are two major township was Pingpu tribes. So we accomplished the competition. Although they felt down, but they still used their great singing, their great voice to win first prize. They feel, although before the competition, because the Chinese people, they protested. They did not want us to have to show Taiwanese flag. We feel so, our spirit was so down, but we win the first prize. We show the world with our confidence. We show the world the Taiwanese people's ability. And these are the school that was struck by the tsunami. And it was a coincidence. There's a warning tone in ring up on my cell phone. And I remember in last year, there was a warning tone in the Japan. There was a warning show up on the cell phone. So we have to run it up, climb it up to the third floor. We were so nervous because we were afraid there will be a tsunami. And the next day we arrived in Japan. We had the experience of the nature, the power of nature. And it was next. I'm going to show you these the education influence. I was in Kaohsiung Medical School. I taught there was after school program. I also in nowadays in Liugui, on the second floor of my dentist clinic, we have the after school program. And after they graduated, children come here to attend the after school program. After they graduated, they went to Kaohsiung Medical School or other school. They come back to Liugui and after school program to teach the children there once a week. Do they have to pay when they attend these after school program? Yes, they have to pay $100. Why I still take $100 from them? Because I want them to know nothing is you don't believe that anything in the world that you don't need to pay. Why we need to provide after school program service to junior high school and senior high school, because that's very important to bridge from their school to the college. I believe you can change your heart. You can change the attitude. After you change the attitude, you change your habit. After you change your habit, your character will change. After you change your character and personality, your life will change. Do you know what's Nibun mean? It's the Bunan traditional language that it means teeth. Nibun pronunciation is teeth. At first, I was going to open my own clinic in Liugui. My mom asked me to give it a name as my name. Chen Junzhi is my name. And I say, nowadays, no one would name their clinic with their own name. That was too old school. So the one of the children gave me this Nibun name. Nibun name is the it means thieves. So the after school program is also named Nibun, and also our chorus is also named Nibun. It is teeth. It means teeth, and there are 11 dentists who are helping us. Is helping us from to helping me at the dentist clinics. So there are these. We also not only do the cleaning service, we also need do root canal service, and we also the dentist that came to help us out. The dentist say that I can all of us, all the dentists, we have different expertise. Some of us we are good at doing root canal service, and some of us we are good at pulling out teeth. Some of us we are good at the dentist service for the children. So we all work very closely together, and I am so I appreciate them so much, because when I take the chorus overseas for the competition, they could still continue provide the service at the clinic. And we also have a pharmacy. And the last service and in the pharmacy is 7 o'clock. So I have to, if I could provide dentist service, I need to watch out the time, because I need to finish up my dentist service by 7 o'clock, so they could go to pharmacy to receive their prescription. And we all pay for national health insurance, but because they are in remote area, they cannot receive the same kind of service as residents in the downtown center. So the time is up. Is it right? I hope that no matter what kind of work you do, you need to look for your own value. Thank you very much. You don't need to have the right, but you need to have the influence. I wrote down this sentence when I was 20 years old. You are this. The sentence I wrote when I was 20 years old. I saw that you, Dr. Chen, you have the energy, you have the influence, not in your own life, but you influence, you have impact was on those children's life in the past 20 years. You worked so hard, and today you didn't have shed tears. Why you didn't shed tears? Because I'm happy. We have the AI team. These are made by AI. We Shelling say that you, Dr. Chen, you do what people would not like to do. It is so touching. And at the same time, Iru say that you join the talent from children and your you touch our heart. And there are still 60 tickets in Weiwu in their pre-tour concert. We need to give them support. And he just mentioned about a granny who gave him donation because the granny saw the children on the stage singing, did not wear shoes. Actually, they barefoot because they feel more nature and seeing better with barefoot because they are indigenous tribes children. Anyway, when we were in the remote area in Liugui, there are so many obstacles on the way up to the mountain because it's after the Typhoon Morakot. It was the road were collapsed. And we saw the children. And after so many years, they came back with so much energy, full of energy, and so much influence on the world. They are world-class chorus organization. He did not only do the chorus, he also take care of the children and their family, and also take care of their oral health because he is a dentist. He was inspired by his cousin-in-law, and he didn't expect that he would move there from Kaohsiung to the remote area, from city of Kaohsiung to remote area in Kaohsiung. Tainan Su Jinghui say that you see the goodness, kindness in the children's heart. And nowadays, it would already, the seeds grow up into a big tree that will provide shadow to the more children in remote area to benefit them. The superintendent, this is the first time you listen to his sharing. I feel very touched. He spent 20 years and never changed his mind. Continue help the children. My heart was him. I'm like Dr. Chen. We didn't expect what will happen in our life, and we were inspired by our benefactor who invite us to do good deeds together, and that us expect next week there will be a director from our Thai drama Taiwan Superman. We appreciate all your support for our online study group, and please support to medical school from Tzu, and also support Nibun chorus and their humanitarian association. Thank you so much. Please go to second floor to meet our technical team. Thank you so much. That concludes our online study group program today. Thank you.